everybody, and welcome to Let's Argue, episode 4. You know what time it is. Man, we had some playoff games last night. I hope y'all was tuned in. We had both LA teams playing. It was crazy. Man, listen, the Joker want respect on his name. The Bucks want respect on their name. And Brooklyn, boy, the playoffs are in trouble. I got all of that recap for you right now. But first, before we get started, I want to give a special congratulations to Julius Randle from the Knicks. Who won Most Improved Player. He definitely deserved it. Man, he was on a mission from day one to bring that Knicks team together and fight and fight and fight. And man, let me tell you, they are in the playoffs, and that's so dope. So congratulations to you, Julius Randle, for winning Most Improved Player. So that's fire. Keep it up. Knicks play tonight, so the Garden is ready. The Garden's ready. And one last thing before we move into this playoffs joint. Steph Curry is almost going to be the first player to sign a 2-max deal. You know what that means? Over $400 million in 4 years. Woo! That boy's crazy, but let me tell y'all something. You know when I say that, it gets juicy. I don't think Steph Curry gonna sign that extension, bruh. It's been a couple of times they asked him, and he hasn't signed. And I told y'all, once the Golden State Warriors get bumped, things are gonna start getting interesting, because we don't know if Steph Curry wants to be there. We don't know what that team is gonna look like next year. We don't know how Klay Thompson's gonna be. He didn't play basketball in 2 years, bruh. I mean, you don't miss the jump shot, like the jump shot don't go away. But come on, bruh. 2 years, and you think Steph Curry want to spend the rest of his career losing games, not going to the playoffs, can't even make it to the play-in? No. And is it a coincidence? Is it a coincidence that for the past whole year, LeBron James and Steph Curry are so close? They were arch enemies. It all depends on 3 things. Number 1, can LeBron James win the championship this year? I don't know. Number 2, how good is Brooklyn? And for me, Brooklyn is crazy. Yo, Brooklyn is crazy. So let me tell you something. I don't know if Brooklyn wins the championship and Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors ain't getting along and he don't sign that max deal. The Lakers don't make it out the West. Or if they even do make it out the West and they have to meet Brooklyn in the finals and they lose. Oh man, Steph Curry might be in that yellow and gold. Let me tell y'all something. It's going to be crazy. So pay attention to that story. Know where you heard it first. You heard it from me, yo, Honcho. You know what I'm saying? We in the building. This is Let's Argue. You know what you tuned into. All right, so we're going to get right into this. We're going to get into the playoffs. This is what y'all here to see. This is what y'all came to hear. We're going to get into these playoffs. We're going to start off Bucks Heat. And let me tell you what I wrote down. Because while I was watching the game, I wrote this down. The Bucks are finally ready. They finally look like a playoff team. They beat the Heat 132-98. And let me tell you this, guys. Giannis is ready. He had 32 points. He looked in peak form. Jimmy Butler and them boys is in trouble. I chose them to win a game. I'm thinking they're going to win game 3 in Miami. Just because Giannis and them still got to get those playoffs rust off. They got to learn how to win on the road. Right now, they're doing it at home. Can they win on the road? We will find out. It's going to be interesting. But I think Giannis is ready to move on. He grew up, and now he's getting past the Miami Heat. It's going to be dangerous. It's going to be great, and it's going to be fun to see Giannis grow up right in front of us. The MVP is saying, why not me? Former MVP, I'm so sorry. But he's ready now. Let's go Bucks. Next game, and I chose the Bucks too, so yeah. Next game, we getting into it. You already know what it is. The Nuggets and the Blazers. Dame time wasn't enough for Jokic. Look, Jokic and the Denver Nuggets, they won the game 128-109. For me, I feel like Denver wanted this game more, and I don't think Dame really cared. For me, he had his points. Dame and CJ. Dame had 42. CJ had 21. It wasn't enough. but I felt like they did what they had to do. They stole a game on the road. Now they go home and they end the Nuggets. They have to end the Nuggets. They can't give Joker life. They have to put the nail in the coffin. So let's do it on the road. Let's go to Portland, guys. Let's go to Portland and end it, Dane. You tell me. You tell me, Dane, what you want to do. Because I'm ready for this. I'm ready for this. Let's go. Our next game on the list, the Brooklyn Nets. The Brooklyn Nets versus the Celtics. 130 to 108. The Brooklyn Celtics dominated from the opening bell, bing, and destroyed them to the ending bell, bing. Let me tell you what I wrote down so y'all won't think I'm lying. I wrote this down while I was watching the game. Brooklyn is sending this Boston era home. That's what I wrote down. Because it's over. It's nothing more I need to see. We all know, I'm a Kyrie Irving fan, just in case you don't know. So I love to see my boy Kyrie win. He reminds me of Allen Iverson, and that's the reason why I go for him, because Iverson was my hero growing up, and Kyrie's got the moves, he got the sauce, he got the inside, outside, jumping off the one-hand layup, left, right, nothing you could do to stop him. So I'm a Kyrie fan, so watching Kyrie is amazing. These boys, man, James Harden, how do you stop this? Joe Harris last night pulled in 25, couldn't be stopped. Like, what do you do? So, I'm sorry. If you are Boston Celtics fans, earmuffs. That means you Tia. Yeah, that means you too, S. I see you out here. It's over. Danny Ainge is about to make changes, and the craziest thing is, Kyrie Irving is the one that's doing it to you. It's Kyrie doing it to you, boy. What? Kyrie Irving, a former Celtic who y'all talk trash about and got him up out of there, and now he's ending the Tatum era. Brad Stevens getting fired. Somebody's getting traded. Is it Tatum? I don't know. Is it Brown? I don't know. Kimba? It's going to be interesting. The Boston Celtics is being ended. This era is over. It's being ended by Kyrie. This is going to be the last time you see the Boston Celtics look like how they look in this playoffs. This is not the team you will see next season. You can mark my words on that. Sorry, Boston. You're getting swept. And you're getting swept bad. Get it together. I'm sorry. Earmuffs. And now for the coup de grace. We had two LA teams play last night, boy. We had one team, they was wearing purple and gold, and we had the other team who was wearing shame. So here goes me. I'm flipping the channels because I watch these games, so you don't have to. You could go outside and get all the butts and guts you want. That's why you got your Honcho here. So I'm flipping the channel, and this is what I see. Damn. And then I said, well, okay, so that team's gonna win. Let's see what the other LA team is doing.
The two best on the floor against each other on the fall away. The rainbow lands.
Shame. Shame, shame, shame. Shame on you. Anyways, Lakers versus Suns. Lakers win 109-102. And don't think I'm being biased here because I'm a LeBron James guy. Don't think I'm being biased. No, I wrote this down just in case y'all want to know what I really had to say. Lakers survive against the Suns. You want to know why I wrote that? Because the Lakers survived against the Suns. They didn't even play their best game. Anthony Davis played better, but didn't play good in the second half. LeBron James had a great second half. Mediocre throughout the game. Kuzma and those guys stepped up. The big boy stepped up. Drummond was getting some good rebounds under there, giving us second chances. They survived. The Suns played their best game. It was their game 7. They did the best they could do without Chris Paul. And I feel like this is it. The Suns played their best game. This was their game 7. They knew they cannot beat the Lakers on the road, especially without Chris Paul. So this was their game 7. They lost it. They gave them the best they had, but the king, the king, the king hit some clutch jumpers down the stretch, a zip pass handoff in the corner for 3. He was amazing last night. He stepped up and he ended the Suns, took their heart. And now the Suns, I just want to say congratulations. You had a great year, but now you go to LA and LeBron finishes you off, and this series is over in 5. So that's that. And I'm not being braggadocious. It just is what it is. Lakers in 5. I hate to say I told you so. And you know why LeBron James wasn't suspended? For everybody who wanted me to give my opinion on this, everybody's asking me, yo, Honcho, you didn't really talk about LeBron not getting suspended for breaking protocols. I kind of talked about it in the last episode, but I'm just going to say this. LeBron James not being suspended is not a bad thing. Listen, guys, we are finally getting power and we deserve to use it. This is a form of black privilege. It's finally here. Let's embrace it. A rich black man gets the rules broken for him. Man, celebrate that shit. Because usually a white man would try to bring LeBron James down because of what he did, breaking protocol, breaking COVID. But guess what? LBJ is untouchable in this league. It's called black privilege. Get used to it. This world is changing. We are here now, and we are to be celebrated. Thank you, thank you, thank you, LeBron James. And so let's get into some more harsh words, because man, oh man, for the main event last night that had me up until 2 in the morning because I didn't know what I wanted to say to y'all at 5 a.m. That's how bad it was. Clippers versus Mavs was our late night game. Ladies and gentlemen, the Mavericks won 127-121. Luka Doncic. Luka against the best wing defensive team in basketball. Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, and Kawhi was on him because I showed you the video of him getting fadeawayed on. Luka Doncic had 39, 7, and 7. He had an angry snarl on his face that I'd never seen before. He was zipping in and out. He was hitting teammates. They was hitting threes. He was yelling. He was talking. He was killing Patrick Beverley. This is what I wrote down, because I always give you guys the headline of what I'm writing down, because I don't want y'all to think I'm biased. I'm watching these games just like y'all, and I write down what I see. This is what I wrote down. In the words of a great philosopher, his name is Bray Wyatt the Fiend. He once said, when you invite the devil into your backyard, please be careful, because they might like it and he might stay. You know why I wrote that? Because this is the perfect example for karma. This is life. This is a life example. Be careful what you wish for, because it might come true, damn it. This is what the Clippers asked for. They didn't play their players in the last 2 games because they wanted Luka. They said, man, we don't want Dame. We don't want to go through that in the first round. You ain't want Dame. You didn't want to play the Lakers early. So you went to go play Dallas knowing that they had a killer on their team, and y'all thought in y'all head, y'all cocky, nasty heads, y'all thought that this man was a joke. Y'all thought he was a game, and y'all thought because he was 22 years old that he couldn't lead his team to where he needs to lead them. My God, y'all were wrong. Paul George, I don't ever want to hear his name. If anybody brings, and this is for you, Shanti B, close your ears. If anybody brings Kawhi Leonard up to me as being a superstar, as being the man, I will no longer talk to you about basketball. I picked the Clippers to win this series in 6 games, so I'm still safe. But this is why I'm not safe. Because unlike the Lakers, who are right now on the road and sitting at 1-1 in this series, they did exactly what they had to do. They went to Phoenix and took home court back so they can end this series in 5 games. The Clippers lost 2 home games and now have to go on the road in Dallas, where Luka took your heart in LA 39-7-7. Stephon Marbury ain't walking through that door. It's over. It's over. It's over. Kawhi Leonard, if you're going to stay in LA, Paul George has to go. Patrick Beverley has to go. Ty Lue, you can stay. Because obviously coaching means nothing, and you can tell in Brooklyn because Steve Nash is not even coaching. He's asking anybody who wants to play with the big three, hey, you want to play you, who wants to go in and play with Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, and James Harden. So obviously, Ty Lue, you can stay because it's not the coaching. They had Doc Rivers. They have Ty Lue. These are championship coaches. It's not the coaching, ladies and gentlemen. It's the guys. It's the guys. It's over. And the bad thing about it is, this was the most hyped, overrated, overbearing, over-talking basketball team. They made fun of Dame in the bubble. I'm ashamed. Playoff P, it's over. Now, I still got the Clippers in 6 because I have to stick with my pick. I'm going to stick with it. But Luka has made a fan of me. I used to watch his games. I just thought Dallas was a boring team. But my God, inside, outside, this guy's hitting threes. He was like a 30% three-point shooter coming in. And he's killing. And why? Because you Clippers chose him. I'm smoking these memories. I'm getting off of this. I can't do it. I can't do this. I'm not going to do it anymore. So, I'm ending my sadness. It's over. Anyway, I'm so sorry, Vibers. It's early. I'm frustrated. I was up so late last night watching these games, and not only that, thinking about what I wanted to say to you guys, because this is out of control. I'm so sorry. But on a brighter note, I have somebody I want to invite into the love counseling area. That goes to you, Aaron Rodgers. And I know it's not football season. It's not. We saving football for later because I know we got fans out there, and I'm putting up bets this year. But I have to talk about this because I keep hearing about it, and I want to give this man advice. So, let's invite Aaron Rodgers into the love room, baby, because I got some love advice for you. Mr. Rodgers, this is it. You ever been in a relationship where you met the girl that you've always wanted? She made you wait a while because she had to get her boyfriend out the house first. And you finally get her. And you got her. And everything's going good. And she gets the ring. And you're happy. And she's happy. But then all of a sudden things change. Time goes by. She starts to upgrade a little bit. But you're staying the same. I mean, you're still winning. But it's just not the same. You're not going as far as she really wants you to go. So then she starts to make changes, and you start to see it. You guys aren't sleeping together as much. She's more into her work. You're trying to impress her doing little things. It's just not working. And then all of a sudden one day you look in her phone and you see she's been texting a younger guy. Younger than you, who does the same thing. And then you go out and you try to become that bigger man, and you become an employee of the year at your job. You put in for a new car. But then you start to tell your friends, I don't know, it's just not working. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what she wants. I'll tell you what she wants, Aaron. Sit. She wants clarity. That's all most women want. It's clarity. That's your word of the day. She wants you to tell her what's wrong, and you want her to tell her what's wrong, but she wants you to get your shit together. And sometimes, guys, we get our shit together just a little bit too late. And Aaron Rodgers, you got it together a little bit too late. And it's not your fault. It's not. But man, it's time to move on. Because I heard what you said. And you can't get your girl back that way. You can't blame everybody. You can't blame everybody. But guess what? It's not your fault because they got rid of the players you liked. They got rid of coaches you liked. They picked your replacement right in front of you. They didn't tell you, but that's just your girl telling you that she's not happy. That's all it is, Aaron. But it's time to move on because right now you can't do anything to get her back. You won the MVP. There's nothing you can do to get your girl back. So guess what? You be clear and you move on. You don't give statements like, oh, I don't know. I love the fans. I love Green Bay. We know that, Aaron. Just be clear. Let them know, yo, I don't like the stuff y'all been doing. Y'all traded away my friends. You hired my replacement. You don't let me in on who's hiring a coach. I don't like the GM. You curse me out and you disrespect me publicly. It's over. I'm tired and I'm ready to go. That's it. And they'll let you leave. And it'll untie the hands. Not don't show up to OTAs. What kind of kid shit is this? Excuse my language. It's early and I'm frustrated. I was up late thinking about the Clippers. I couldn't even sleep. Look, I got bags under my eyes. It's 5 a.m., damn it. But Aaron, please, be clear. The Packers want you to go. You want to go. You saying it's not for the reasons why you really want to go. It's just confusing. Let them know you're not happy. Y'all don't respect me. And trust me, the grass is sometimes greener on the other side. You can call up your friend. You could call him up. His name is Tom Brady. He was with a coach that didn't respect him either, and he left, and he got respect. He got respect from his team. He got another championship ring, and he got players taking pay cuts to play with him. Bruh, Mr. Rogers, be clear. You want to go, just say it. Don't stick around. Don't do extra dishes around the house. Don't sweep up. Don't try to cook spaghetti when she's not home, when she come home from work so she can eat. No, none of that shit works, bro. You could go out there, you could win MVP, you could say I threw a ratchet in their plans because I'm the MVP now. No, none of that matters. They're going with Jordan Love. They just want you to be there until he's ready. And if he's not ready, they'll pick another quarterback. Leave, Aaron. Just go. And that's my love advice to Aaron Rodgers and to all of you. Once your woman has moved on, she's moved on. Stop doing chores. Stop doing chores, Aaron. Be clear. Stop being a kid. Stop not showing up to OTAs. And that's it. That's my rant for this evening, for this morning. Whenever you guys are watching, I was up very late. Thank you guys for tuning in. Subscribe. I'm your Honcho. Click on one of these videos right here on the bottom. This is Let's Argue. Come argue with me. Come let me know what you think. If you hate the show, if you love the show, leave the comments right here on the bottom. Thank you for tuning in. I'm your Honcho, 1/3 of the True Vibe crew. Shout out to Nova Mandark. Shout out to Miss Shanti B. And this is Let's Argue. Good morning, good evening, good night.